Previewing week 1 in the NFL right now here at SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we are talking with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Joe Duffy takes any NFL game I ask him to cover in these videos. Right now we're going to talk about Atlanta at New Orleans. Joe Duffy, thanks so much for joining us this week.
Thank you, Peter. It's one of the best weekends of the year. Cannot wait.
Absolutely. All right. Joe Duffy, OffshoreInsiders.com, very well-respected industry veteran. And as I've said, previously, he takes any NFL game that I assign him, which means he gets the tough ones that no other capper wants to take. And this one, to my eye, looks like maybe one of the toughest. Atlanta at New Orleans. New Orleans -3 at home, totals 54. The Saints, who knows what we're going to get from them this year, especially in the early going. They could come out and have a huge offensive game, get a big win here. They are banged up, though. And the Atlanta, of course, top offense, quality team. Atlanta +3. I don't know. At this point, it's one of the NFL games this week. Complete pass for me. What do you think, Joe Duffy?
Well, I'm not actually buying what a lot of people are selling on the Saints. Everybody wants to throw out last season because of the whole bounty gate, and there's no question that Sean Payton is a heck of a coach, but is he the difference between a team being a Super Bowl contender and a team at the bottom of the barrel? No, I don't think the distractions had all that much to do with it. The Saints were showing signs of aging, and they do have 10 rookies on their team this year, including 6 undrafted ones, so that's kind of the front office is tacitly telling you, we agree that we were getting a little bit old. Drew Brees, no question he's a Hall of Famer. He's still among the elite quarterbacks, but I don't think he is as good as he was when he led them to the Super Bowl. I think he's coming in a bit overvalued. Also, one of the interesting stats that I saw is the Falcons are actually 6-0 in openers against the Saints. That is tied with the New York Giants Dallas series, where the Cowboys have that same record as the all-time best undefeated record in NFL history as far as openers. Now, again, and a lot of these players, a lot of the nucleus is back. Remember, the knock against the Falcons wasn't their ability in the regular season. Wasn't their ability in the regular season. People were questioning whether they could win in the postseason. The Falcons have been one of the most successful NFL teams during the regular season the past 2 years, and they've got tons of talent. I'm liking that addition of Steven Jackson, even though his statistics, when you measured them up, compared to last year, Michael Turner, who was their starter last year, they were pretty close statistically, but Steven Jackson was the center of St. Louis's offense. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm playing St. Louis, my strategy was to stop Steven Jackson, Steven Jackson, and to stop Steven Jackson. Now he's part of many weapons. The Falcons have a great running game. They've got a great quarterback. They've got great receivers. Their defense, there's still some question marks on their defense and at the line of scrimmage, but if anything, they're every bit as good as they were last year in those departments. And, they finally did win that playoff game. They came only one series. They came up 9 yards from going into the Super Bowl. So the Falcons are one heck of a team. I'm not buying New Orleans. Last year was an aberration at all. So I think the Falcons will win this game outright.
All right. So then what do you think about maybe Atlanta on the team total over, which would be 25.5 at this point? Do you think that would be even a better bet?
Yeah, they are definitely loaded at wide receiver. Yeah. Of course, they got Gonzalez back at tight ends. Julio Jones, you want to talk about those of you who play fantasy football. I don't do that anymore, but here is a guy who I think is ready to take it again to another level. Could be one of the leading receivers in the league. They are absolutely loaded. And as you said, the Saints have tons of injuries on defense. Jonathan Vilma, a big injury. They have a couple other projected starters who are going to be missing this game. So the Falcons should have a field day on offense.
All right. Joe Duffy likes Atlanta +3 and likes them to win outright. But for the sake of our record, we're going to give him +3. And my official pick on this game, Atlanta team total over, which should be 25.5 at the current lines. Thanks so much, Joe Duffy.